Hey guys, Uncle Ron here. Today I'm going to be taking this little cocksucker and see what happens. God damn, this tastes like my dad's cho. When I was in high school, I took mushrooms several times, and that would be every year right before Halloween. Where I lived, it would rain a lot, and we would actually go out to cow pastures where there was big cow shits all over the place. I never saw any mushrooms growing out of the cow shit, but they were like right next to it. So we were eating cow shit and mushrooms and getting high. My biggest fear in life. I would have to say my biggest fear in life is getting ran over and killed by a garbage truck. I've actually had nightmares about that. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
GTTC.
What the fuck am I? Oh. Oh, that is very cool, yes. I want to get some of that all over my face, baby. That girl is a patriot. I can tell she loves America. And America is a beautiful place. But we have to celebrate our patriots. And this lovely young lady is definitely a patriot. Ooh, man. Which, Trent Reznor. That guy's a trip, huh? I think that's kind of the general consensus about that guy. I think it's pretty safe to say I'm tripping fucking balls now. My biggest fear is
somebody trying to fuck me in my ass. Like literally. It's like, I like my asshole the way it is, nice and small, you know. That would definitely be a fear, like, it's like, going to prison, that would be a fear, and that whole going to prison thing would kind of coincide with protecting my ass.
Why do I not have friends that I could be doing stuff with and, going out and playing pool and
Having a nice cold brew.
It's kind of like a nightmare now because of all the damage that it did to my psyche. That I'm scarred for life because of something that happened to me when I was very young by my cousin who was just a year older than me. Even to a point where there were times where I like being alone. I don't want anybody around because I just need to smoke some weed or just try and relax or try and figure out a really complex social equation. That's what it is. But people don't refer to it as that. There's just like, weird things, weird people. Why is there so many fucking weird people in the world? That's a great question. But, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Okay. Yeah, why don't we take a break? I'll be right back.
Heb je nog een kruisje?
Ja, maar dat is een goeie, maar het is niet zo van ik word echt niet, het is
It's like a brief walk, up to, did you know there's a trampoline place right next door? It just, when I go outside and I'm far enough away from the building to where it's safe to light up a cigarette, and I start walking, that's like the first place I pass is a trampoline place. Thank you. Tastes like my dad's filthy, disgusting ass. How would I know?
Now I need my wallet. It's just, floating around here somewhere.
And yet, I'm rational. I'm rational. We're just gonna go in and find out their hours of operation. And then we're going to politely leave. So we know when they're open. Oh, no. Stairs. Let's go. Come on.
No, we're taking that later.
I'll meet you down there then. We're taking the stairs. I'm coming back Wednesday and Thursday mornings. A girl that I knew that my cousin was going out with. But after I met her, she kind of took an interest in me, and I took an interest in her because she was young and sweet and beautiful at the time. So, and her mother was a horrible, horrible person. Very abusive to her, yelling and screaming at her while she was talking to me on the phone. What the fuck is up with that? Well, every time we got together, we were only thinking about getting naked and fucking. Doing some 69. And so we'd go out to dinner and have a nice meal. And then we'd go back to my place and get naked and fuck. That's where I developed my routine with foot massages and smoothies and that kind of stuff. Even though I didn't know what it was at the time, but I would just start with her feet and kind of massage her feet a little bit. And then slowly move up her legs and kind of kiss her calves and massage them with my hands and maybe lick her calves a little bit. And so it was like a kiss and a lick and some massage as I worked my way up her legs. And then when I got to her pussy, then I'd spread her legs really wide and kiss that pussy, and then start rubbing her clit and licking her clit, and then I'd stick my other finger in her hole and start rubbing around in there on the, what do you call that? Is that a G-spot inside there? I just hit that spot and slowly I do this kind of like I'm calling somebody over. I do that kind of movement on the inside, and I'd be licking her clit and kissing her clit on the outside, kind of kissing all around her pussy, and I do that for a while till she had an orgasm. And then I'd start moving up her belly, and I'd kind of kiss one side of her belly and rub my hands on the other side of her belly and across the middle of her belly, and work my way up to her tits. I kind of lick her tits, lick her nipples, and kind of gently, very gently, kind of bite on her nipples a little bit. So I kind of nibble on her nipples a little bit gently. I didn't want to hurt her. And her nipples would get big and hard. So I knew I was doing something good when that happens. And kind of I'd kind of cup her boobs a little bit and kind of rub underneath her boobs, like right here, just kind of rub them like that while I'm sucking on those nipples. But I'm not just sucking on them, I'm moving the nipple around with my tongue while I'm sucking on them and rubbing her tits, and she liked that. And let's see, then I would work my way up her arms. I would kind of kiss her hands and lick her fingers a little bit, and just work my way up and down each arm, kissing and licking, and up to her face, and then we'd make out a little bit, Then we were ready. Then she was ready to start fucking at that point. After 2 orgasms. Then I'd stick my dick in and fuck her for a while. And start out slow and just gradually get faster and faster. And when she cummed, I wouldn't stop. I'd keep going. Sometimes I'd come when she cummed, come together. And sometimes I'd just keep going. I'd hold back my orgasm as long as I could. And then I'd take my dick out and splooge all over her belly. And that would kind of be the end of the experience there. Hello.
Hi, Mr.
Yes.
I'm management. Can I come in?
Sure.
My name is James Campbell. I'm the owner of.
Hmm?
All right. I've gotten some reports about drug use in here. Do you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No, sir.
No. So if I can search this room, I won't find anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's see what
Nothing that I'm aware of.
Very good. Nothing in here?
To my knowledge, there's no drugs in here at all whatsoever.
No? All right, look, I'm not buying it. All right?
Okay.
You three in here, what do you think this is, the fucking out? All right? I'm not fucking around here. All
Okay.
right? I can't get reports like this. All right? Not in my establishments.
I understand that.
All right? So what have you been up to today?
We're doing a shoot.
All right? What are you filming here?
It's TikToks.
TikToks?
Hmm?
What are you, fucking 16-year-old girls? What the fuck are you doing?
We're making videos.
What are you wearing? What do you got on? What the fuck is this? All right? How fucking old are you?
I'm a professional comedian.
You're a professional comedian? Tell me a joke.
Tell you a joke? Okay.
Tell me a joke.
I have a joke. I have somewhere between 200 and 500 million views online.
Wow, that's funny, man. My name is Jimmy Campbell. I'm the owner of the I would like to report drug use in one of my rooms.
I didn't call the cops on you. I allowed you to come in and look through all our stuff.
Yeah? You seem pretty comfortable with authority, my friend.
Well, I don't have anything to hide.
Maybe too comfortable.
What the fuck?
Do you know who may have called in this anonymous tip?
I have no idea.
No? Well, I don't know either, but I'm guessing it was for something else. You want to show me your anonymous tip? Maybe you can forget anything just happened. Maybe I can tell the police that you're working on mushrooms. How about? Come on, mister.
I'm not going.
What are you saying now? Come on. Come on. I know you want it.
No, I don't.
Come on.
I don't.
Alright, the police are on their way, let me tell you.
Okay.
Alright?
I'd rather talk to them right now than you.
Yeah? Yeah? I bet you fucking would. Now take them off.
This is so not happening.
Alright, yeah, I'm not, yeah.
Well, you had me going for a while. Okay, you got me. What are you doing filming that? Who do you think you are? I'm the owner of this hotel, goddammit. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, no, I'm just a piece of shit.
I was sexually assaulted when I was 10 years old. And at the time, I didn't know how to deal with it. I just kind of pushed those thoughts and feelings out of my life. And I didn't even talk about it to anyone till I was 40 years old. I told my mother about it when I was 40 years old. But in the meantime, I had a dysfunctional life. And even though I tried to go to college and educate myself so I could make good money, it pretty much ruined my life. And it, let's see, what it did to me personally is made me hyper sensitive about everything. Just about, I couldn't have normal relationships with women. I wanted to have a normal relationship with a beautiful woman. And I couldn't do that because I had this trauma lingering in the back of my head that wouldn't leave me alone and go away. So I did have lots of relationships, but they were all kind of tainted. And I would do stupid things. I was a drunk for 15 years. Just trying to turn it off. And I had a pretty good career as a chef till I got in a car accident. And let me tell you about the car accident. That was in Phoenix in the year 2001. Ironically, right before 9/11. So that was like September 5th. Because I don't have the exact date. But on September 5th, I was just driving in my car, going home from work. I worked at a deli. I worked with a very beautiful blonde girl who had a gigantic tramp stamp of a butterfly. It's like all different colors, like all the colors of the rainbow. Beautiful girl. She was going to ASU in Tempe, I guess. And so, I had this job, and I had somebody nice to work with. And I was just driving home one day, and I stopped at a red light. And all of a sudden I hear tires squealing behind me. And I turned around and looked just in time to see the car hit me. Or I had time to brace for the impact. And it still fucked me up. Because I knew what was going to happen. And she rear-ended me going like 40, 50 miles an hour, totaled my car. I had a 1987. It was like the last year they made Isuzu Impulses. So when was that? 1987, 88, I think. Fire engine red, all the bells and whistles, beautiful car. Collector car. My car was made in the Lotus factory in England. It wasn't made in Japan. It had a Lotus handling package on it. The suspension was like this far above the ground. And it drove like a fucking Lotus. It was a collector car worth at least $8,000. My car got totaled. My back got totaled. That was over 20 years ago, and I still have chronic pain. Still have dislocated vertebrae in my back and my neck. And, but that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about my childhood trauma and how it affected my life. And how I learned how to deal with it. Well, I didn't learn how to deal with it. When I was 40, I stopped drinking alcohol. Pretty much. I mean, I still drank a little bit. And that changed my life. That was that was one of the best things I ever did, was quit drinking alcohol. Because my life was a mess. So the result of the childhood trauma that I had was I set myself up for other traumas over and over and over again for the next 10, 15 years, 20 years. And so I've got all these traumas in my head. And I thought drinking alcohol would help me figure it out. It did not. It destroyed my life even more. I had many, many dysfunctional relationships because I didn't know how to deal with it, because I never got help. All I had to do was reach out and ask for help. And my life would be completely different now if I would have known, but I didn't know. I just wanted to forget about it. And I spent most of my life trying to forget about my childhood trauma. But people that go through that kind of trauma as a child, there is help. You can get therapy and hopefully some good drugs to help you talk about it, because if you talk about it, it makes a lot of problems go away almost immediately by talking about what happened. I did that when I was 40 years old. I told a family member about it, and that was like a big release. And then a little bit later in life, I told someone else about it, and while I still had the trauma to deal with, because stupid me, I never asked for help. I never got therapy. I never talked to a psychiatrist about it. And here I am, 57 years old. Now I finally found somebody I can talk to, and I'm still ignorant about it. I'm still, my attitude now is, I'm dealing with it. I don't need help. Everything's fine. When actually I'm in denial about my traumas. And the best thing I could do right now is try and get some help and talk about the things that bother me the most, because I've just been suppressing them for most of my life. And if I talk about them, that'll help make a lot of those problems go away, just by simply talking about it, by asking for help. Cannonball!
GTTC?
It's a scar tissue from a football injury in junior high school. And I never got it taken care of, sorry. Ah, stop that. Uncle Ron here. I've been tripping balls on shrooms all day. And I had a great time. Hope you guys had a great time today too. Thanks for tuning in.